Well, it's getting a little cold out here. Christmas is just around the corner. In fact, I was on the street, I looked down there, I think I could see it. So, today we are doing the sanding machine. Sanding machine starts on page 96. Some new things that I am trying, I'm moving the cameras a little closer to get closer shots, more detailed pictures. Still at 720p instead of zoomed in. We're just bringing the cameras closer so you can get a better look to see what you got. Alright, to start this we need all the items here that are on the table. I will put that list up now. Grab all those items, come back, and we'll get to work on this.
Happen while you're dancing, or whether they just happen in Vermont. But Judy has just agreed to.
You got them? All right, good. All right, you got that motor pack. I'm not gonna go through on how to build that again. The one thing that we want to do on that motor pack is remove the belt cover. We don't need that on. We're going to replace it, so unloosen that screw, slide that belt cover off, set it aside, grab those two pieces. They fit together like so, and they snap together like a Lego. Grab your two screws. Make sure your screwdriver tip is magnetized so you can hold that up. There's two little channels here to help guide your screwdriver in, and screw those two pieces together. Now it's quite convenient for those channels to be there to get your screwdriver to line up square with the screw. But that's not the only reason why they put those channels there, as we'll find out later. So we've got that cover assembly built. You want to get your grinding stone. The black plastic side has little keys in there that go into those notches. It slides and just presses right on there to hold that on there. Now, with your long screw and washer, pop through there. That is indented, so it looks like that screw could just sit in there and be just fine, but this long screw is too long. You need a washer to hold it back. So if you get these two set, slide this cover on. Tighten that up. Now the one thing that we should have done before we put this cover on, which is quite odd that there's no way to do that. We need this in there. We can't get the screwdriver through this housing, so we're going to have to take this back off. Just to loosen it so it'll slide off. Put this in here so that lock square is where it should be. We're going to slide this unit on to the end of the base. Square it off at the end. Tighten her up good. Now we can put this cover on. This time that slot nut being on there is not going to be the best way. Put the slot nut in, then line the cover up, screw it on. So we've got the grinding stone in, grinding stone cover on, motor mounted to the base. Now let's put the sanding disc on the sanding wheel. Remove the adhesive back cover. Align the sanding disc with the plate. Press firmly. Cannot hold the motor still with this pin to thread it on. We'll just put our finger on the stone, tighten it down, check for clearance. Now it's putting the table on. I'm going to try to load the table with the slot nuts and the screws first, and slide it in there. Somehow I think that's just easier than trying to get the slot nuts lined up, aim the screw in the hole, all that mess. Wait a minute, what is that? We've got some breaking news. We're going to cut away to this breaking news and then we'll get back to this. As you can see, the machine makes noise but nothing turns. It'll hand turn and it's working through the gearbox because it's going back there. But something is wrong. So, to make it quick, I've loosened up all the screws to disassemble this promptly for you. Alright, here it is. So, what I believe to be the problem, of course this pulley is slipping, and you see right there, there's got to be a little hole for an Allen wrench to hold it in place, and that Allen head has became loose. There's only one of them, so hopefully it didn't run off and hiding within the tips. But at least this is plastic, so the metal piece should show up. So, if your thing stops turning, check and see if this pulley is slipping. Alright, that's good to know, in case you run into that situation. Alright, so we're mounting the sanding machine table. Got the slot nuts lined up and put in, screwed down. Now we're sliding the table on. We will bring it right up to the sanding disc, back it off. I'm going to go with the 1/8 of an inch back. I don't know what they recommend in the book. They've got it a far ways back, but I think the closer the better. Maybe you're doing some smaller detailed work. You don't want it to fall through. But you want to tighten this table down on there good so it doesn't slide into the disc. Make sure to torque them both. Check it. Alright, beautiful. Let's power it up, see if it'll spin. Sounds good. So that's it. Built the sanding machine. Put it all together. Next video, we'll give it a whirl, see how it sands. Till next time.